Deputy Phillips walking through his constituency. And beside him is Miss Karin Lyons, the Vice President for the Boucher Park CDC.
Hold on, I need a sale in the little bar here that I have. Yes, that's
You're tired of the well, we talk to the water coming from the water.
Yes. Melissa. Yes, I know. Yes, all right.
Dr. Phillips' motorcade headed down to a called Dusty Park along Chisholm Avenue. He's on tour his own constituency. Until the final stop. Earlier he went to Rome, and now he's on Chisholm Avenue heading to Dusty Park. And here a small contingent of supporters, some in orange, as he alights from the vehicle.
Kids are at the school and basic school and I just want them sports day. We love that our video and give them a car. It's a guy that killed them. Yeah, please. Why not tell us something? You know, yeah. We are thinking. We are moved up. What is it? The fence.
We're now at the place that once called Dusty Park. No fully concrete floor in here, or say surface. And it holds a half-court basketball court.
No, but I'm really la. Wow,
Yes, look, and even up to today, just the one that just calling to say. But me just want
Them calling.
no, not them. Like,
Just say that, man. Never hear what Dennis at there.
just calling the one, but we want to come out.
It was just, there were some things that we had done, including this court,
Yes.
that I hadn't had a chance to see.
Yes.
There is the work going on up at up in Maxwell Park
Yes.
that I wanted to get a first-hand look at how it was progressing.
Yes.
And similarly, some of the work around in Rome
Yes.
community. So we just passed through all the communities, get a first-hand feel for what is happening. It is obvious, for example, that we have to address some of the issues up in with the National Housing Trust,
Yes.
which really needs to improve some of the aspects of that housing project that is underway, for the simple reason that the original plan is not being followed.
Right.
So I don't expect a problem. I expect that we'll be able to talk with them next week and improve it. You know, in many of these areas, if you don't keep first-hand track
Yes.
on what is happening, then things can always get off track.
You went to Rome today earlier. You went to Rome today earlier. What is it? You can have
We had done a road in Rome.
a road. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
The project
So we
is
went
road.
to
The
look
project.
at the road.
Yes.
The road, and to see what are the other things to really get that community to a level that we want.
Yes.
But what you hear all around is that there's a lot of personal hardship
Yes.
for many of the people, especially those middle-aged and elderly, who just have great personal needs for
Yeah.
food and
Yes.
clothing and things like that. And this is an area which just has to be addressed. That's why during the whole of the budget debate, we argued that the people who should be first in line, having made the sacrifice, should be some of the ordinary people for some of the tax breaks that were going. GCT, you have people who just literally not being able to buy food on a daily basis, and we really have to address that. We are trying, you know, as a community to assist with things like soup kitchen and feeding the elderly. But the truth is, in a country at this point, at this stage in our development, we shouldn't have so many people just without the bare necessities of food. All
All
right?
right. Thanks so much. Yes.
Well, the role as a councillor is to facilitate, and the youngs have asked for a funding. So my role is really to ensure that the logistics are sorted out and that they have everything to avoid. So that is basically what it is. The councillor, the MP, we are asked to facilitate, and we are facilitating by ensuring that the logistics are in place.
And the person there are talking about work and all those things. So how do you find assist in that area?
Well, we have done millions of dollars of work down here. The truth is that the community, they are not united. And when you're not united, you have these problems.
Yes.
So there are 3 community leaders, none of which want to give any credence to the other one. So if one get this week, it's an issue. If the other one get next week, it's an issue. So what we really need to do is to pull all 3 together and have a discussion and come out with one consensus. But it's not lack of work.
Yes.
Because we have done millions of dollars. Even this area, to transform it to what it is.
To one called Dusty Park.
It's over 7 million. As simple as you see. It's a transformation of what once was Dusty Park. And we extend it all the way down the passage.
Yeah.
So we have paved it all the way back to the gully bar. And we are going to put in another pole for netball and basketball. And we're going to remove that fence, and we're going to put in a gate there, and we're going to put in a gate here. So we are doing what we can do. But people need to be patient and recognize that the resources, when you are in opposition, is not as when you are in government.
Yes.
So whatever budget I get at the council and whatever budget the MP get, which is paltry, I get 10 million, you get 20 million. So when you have 30 million to spend in a fiscal year with 40,000 persons, it is a challenge because the infrastructure continues to decline, the assistance for housing, and I have given most of my money for tuition fee and education. The MP has done the same because without education, then you can't liberate the people. So we don't preach dependency on the system. We try to ensure that everybody have a job, either by sending them to training or do some educational work. That's what our mantra is.
All right, thanks so much. You just heard from the Member of Parliament and Opposition Leader, Dr. Peter Phillips, and the Counsellor for the constituency, that's Dennis Gordon. I'm Dudley Thompson at Chisholm Avenue for Roots FM News and also WDT Media TV.